And we'd like to welcome all you guys to our first Big Dave Show B105 virtual field trip, brought to you by our friends at Logan AC and Heat Services and Papa John's Pizza here in Cincinnati. So this is great. We're going to try to do a whole bunch of these all the way through November, and we're going to have a lot of different fun places that we're going. And hopefully you guys can join us for every one. We're going to try to do every one of them, by the way, on Wednesdays at 11 o'clock. So that's the thing. And I know I can see Ashley up here right now. I know she wants to say hey. So let me ask Ashley to unmute herself and then come in. And here's Ashley from the Big Dave Show. Say hey, Ashley.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We're excited to show you guys Graeters and yummy ice cream.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And Chelsea is here. We're all at our different homes. And let's say hi to Chelsea. Hey, Chelsea.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. You're going to love this. It's going to be really cool.
So much fun. And I don't know if Statman has made it in yet. He's trying to find the link. So we might have to come back to him in just a little bit here. But I'm ready to get started here, and we want to thank everybody for joining us today. This is going to be a lot of fun. And we want to thank, first and foremost, our friends at Graeter's for letting us come over. You know, field trips right now, you guys don't really get to do them. And the cool thing about the field trip you're about to go on is hardly anybody ever gets to go in the Graeter's factory where they actually make the ice cream. So I know everybody's excited to do it. And I think we probably have everybody in here. We're up to almost 100 participants in the room now. So if you guys are ready, we're going to start, hopefully without any hiccups here, our Big Dave Show virtual field trip. Is everybody ready to do it? Let's do it. Hey, it's the Big Dave Show, and here we are where the magic happens. Our first virtual field trip. We're glad you guys are along for the ride. No bus ride, but there's an ice cream truck. Yeah, because we're at Graeter's. And we're going to see how they make the ice cream. Let's go inside and suit up and go check it out. Here we go. Hey, it's Tim to go pop with Graeter. Say hey to the kids there, Tim.
Hey, good morning, afternoon.
So what are we going to be doing today, Tim? Tell us.
Well, today the team here is making our cookie dough chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh!
So we're going to get to safely sneak in and see what it takes to bring cookie dough chocolate chip ice cream and Graeter's ice cream to life.
From start to finish.
From pretty start to finish.
Yeah. Do we get to eat some?
It is our hope. So,
all right. Well, let's take the kids on a Graeter's virtual field trip. What do you say?
Fantastic.
Come on in. Let's do it.
So before we start, as I said, we have a very safe work environment down there. So no rings, no watches, no earrings, Dave. No rings. So we'll collect anything that you have rings and wallet. I'll take a wallet. That's wallet. That's not good for much, Dave says. Yeah. Wow. So right now we're going to go downstairs. This is Andy Connolly. He does so many things I don't even want to start, but basically he's my connection to ice cream.
Oh!
So Andy's going to go and help us all get all the safety things on that we need before we can step into Graeter's production facility. Let's go. All right, we'll need to get enough booties to cover our shoes, hairnets down over the ears, and then we'll also need ear nets over our faces.
Beard net over the mask, hair net over the hat and the hair. Booties, moonwalks, Dad. All right. Woo! Oh, let's get official. Of course, a selfie.
So we're all robed and ready. We're all garbed up here to safely go into our production room, but we'll still make sure that whenever we enter a new part of the production facility, everybody takes an opportunity and washes their hands. It's very important that we do everything we can to keep anything that shouldn't be in the process out of the process. So we're going to do our part.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Everybody wash your hands.
We have 300 gallons of ice cream mix right there.
300 gallons of ice cream mix?
That's right.
Wow.
That goes into all of our ice cream. That's the base that we use to make the magic.
That's the secret recipe.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, this is one of the first steps to making Graeter's ice cream. It's the pasteurization process, and that's the room we're in right now. Andy, what's happening in here right now?
So we blend together our ice cream mix, our sugar, our stabilizer, our eggs, and then we blend it up, send it over to our pasteurizer where it cooks for a certain amount of time, up to a certain temperature, and that way we make sure that we have a safe ice cream base for our products.
So the ice cream is hot when it starts out.
It starts hot and then cools back down, yeah.
And what's in there?
Oh, this is where we have our liquid chip chocolate.
Oh my. Ashley, don't jump in there.
It smells good.
That is a whole vat. Show them how big this is. This is all chocolate. How many of you kids would like to swim in that chocolate right now? It would be great. But you can't do that. You gotta stay clean. That's awesome. Let's look at it one more time. Look at that. Oh. Let's go check out some more stuff.
So Tim, let us know, what goes on in this ring?
These are our French pots. This is where our ice cream is made, 2 gallons at a time. Into today we're making our cookie dough chocolate chip. We talked about it. So we have our cookie dough pieces. We have the chocolate out of the vat that you just saw. And they're going to go in, and this team here is managing these 9 French pots that make ice cream. They're all in different stages of the ice cream being done. So you see there, that's before they add anything to it, that's just the base of our cookie dough chocolate chip ice cream. So that's freezing up. Here we've already had the chocolate poured in, ready to make chocolate chips. So we'll feed them, break that up and pull it out.
So we hear it takes about 12 gallons of milk to make 1 gallon of ice cream. What are we doing here?
Right now we're going to portion out our ice cream mix 2 gallons at a time.
So creamy.
What's this? What is this, Andy?
This is our lid de-scrambler. That takes our lids, orients them the right way, takes them over here to the right, and then the lids automatically go on the pint bodies. Come down here, each one gets hand wiped just to make sure there aren't any drips going down the sides.
They're all packed, they're all safety sealed. Now they need to get really cold, really fast.
How cold is it in there?
It is between -40 and maybe up to -60 when the wind blows in there. So they spend about 45 or 55 minutes in there to get really, really cold. So it minimizes any kind of ice crystals or anything forming in the ice cream. The faster we get it cold, the better the product is.
Are these coming out frozen?
These are coming out rock solid because they've been in there for about 45 minutes.
Can we see in there?
Absolutely.
That's cold in there, man. Woo, you go in there.
You're not kidding, it's cold. Oh man, it's cold.
So right now we're moving it from the freezer along into our packaging where we pack 8 pints into a case of ice cream that gets ready to be shipped all over the country. Cases of ice cream, and we have our friendly robot that makes a whole pallet of those ice cream cases. Really cold in here.
Why are there baseball bats?
Because the Graeter family is a huge fan of America's pastime, and it's helpful to pull it down.
Pull it?
Pull it. It's a Willy Wonka magic door. It's our refrigerator.
Yay!
So when we pull it again, maybe it'll close.
Huh? Let's try.
Ashley's like your own Oompa Loompa over here.
Uh-oh, I broke it.
She's double pulling.
There we go. Ta-da!
All these high-tech devices.
All right, Tim, I heard there's 10-pound candy bars around here somewhere.
Wait, 10-pound candy bar?
10 pound?
Well, Graeter's only uses the finest chocolate that we can get our hands on. It does happen to come in big 10-pound chocolate bars.
Oh, we got to see the 10-pound chocolate bars.
Ashley,
see 'em.
did you eat 10 pounds of chocolate?
Probably.
Yeah. Chelsea?
You know it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Maybe
Let's go see
Andy
this.
will show us where they keep the chocolate.
10 pounds of chocolate.
10-pound
10
chocolate
pounds
bar.
of chocolate.
Going into the chocolate room.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love the chocolate room.
Oh, you smell it instantly.
Oh my gosh, it smells so much
Oh my
like
gosh.
chocolate in here.
Oh, wow. Wow. You would never get my mom out of this place.
Look at all this chocolate, kids.
It's glorious.
to the ceiling.
Oh my gosh.
Is this it?
This
The tin?
is the chocolate.
Oh my God.
Look at all of them. There's so many. I'll just take one. That's all. I'm not being greedy. Just one. Look at that.
And that's why there's big chunks of chocolate in Graeter's ice cream right there.
100%.
Look at that.
We stole this out of Ashley's lunch. That her mom packed her.
I'm gonna need that back.
Chocolate
Hold
bar.
it up. Hold it up there.
Look, it's like a patio stone.
It does. It looks like you could pave your driveway with it.
And sometimes they break. And you get the big pieces of chocolate. Oh my goodness. So,
I'll eat that.
don't tell Mr. Graeter that we took his little bit of his chocolate. But we're being very careful with it, and it all melts down.
Yeah.
So they don't really need it to be, and they're going to break it up anyway. So it's just the finest chocolate that you'll have. So you guys want to try some of that? I know what piece Dave's taking.
No, I'll do that.
Oh my gosh.
That's some fine chocolate.
This
So
is
we'll put that
amazing.
back for safekeeping.
So after they're basically, we saw start to finish of a Graeter's pint of a chocolate chip cookie dough ice
Now,
cream.
I think we should go get some right out of the French pots.
Is that allowed, Andy?
Today we can do that.
All right, kids, we're gonna go get some straight up, off the line Graeter's ice cream right now. So this is as fresh as Graeter's ice cream gets, Tim?
Absolutely.
Right off the line.
Absolutely.
Right out of the French
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Thank you. Look at that.
Here, you got to take over for me there, buddy.
Here's the biggest thing. Here's
How is it, Chelsea?
Good.
Oh my gosh. It's like the perfect temperature.
That's good.
That's fresh off the line right there.
Okay, and on 3, everybody yell your favorite ice cream flavor. Everybody here too, okay?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Mint chocolate chip! I think I heard a couple mint chocolate
Did you say
chips.
cookies and cream?
Yeah.
Winning.
We have good taste.
Vanilla bean. Andy, Tim, thank you guys for having us out. And our first Big Dave Show virtual field trip. We couldn't think of a better place to do it than Graeter's. I think a lot of kids are loving seeing how the ice cream is made from start to finish. And you know, the next time they're eating it, they'll be thinking, "Hey, I saw that step by step." It's a lot more difficult than you thought it was, probably, and that's what these are all about. So make sure your teacher signs you up for the next Big Dave Show virtual field trip once we post it next week. Cool?
Thanks, guys.
Woohoo! When I grow up, I'm gonna make ice cream.
And there you go, guys. Our first virtual field trip. Everybody have a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to try to find our friend Graeter and bring him in here. If everybody can mute your mics again, let's say hi to Stat real fast. Let Stat Man say hi because he was here. He was late at the party. Let's say hey, Stat.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Sorry, I was eating ice cream. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Everybody can hear you.
Cool. I'm all ready with my Graeter's hat on.
I see that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
All right. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Now let's bring in the man right now, Mr. Chip Graeter himself.
Yay!
How you doing, Chip?
Hey, good, Big Dave and Stat and Justin and Ashley. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good to see you. And Chip, we've got some, I'm going to look at the chat section here. If you guys have a question you want to ask Mr. Graeter himself, Chip Graeter over here, you can, but we want to thank you, Chip, for letting us come
So
out.
much fun.
Oh, our
If
pleasure.
everybody
So
please,
nice for you guys to come out.
hang on one second, Chip. Keep your microphones muted and use the chat feature to type in a question if you don't mind.
Ah,
So
okay.
that way we're not stepping on each other there. Chip, thank you for letting us come out and do something that, you know what, I mean, field trips aren't happening right now, but you guys really don't do field trips like that anyway because of the nature of the plant there.
Correct. Yeah, the FDA frowns on us letting just any good folks into our ice cream manufacturing plant.
Okay, Chip, some of the students in Fayetteville would like to know why some of the ice cream pints were upside down. I think that was like one would be right side up, the next upside down.
Well, so actually, when they've been put the lid on, and then they go through that really cold area. Right before they do that, they get flipped upside down, and what that does is it helps seal the ice cream to the lid, so there's no air in there. And then once they come out, they're right side up, and there's what they call an inverter that puts every other one the opposite direction. One's right side up, one's right side down, and that way they nest very well. So 8 pints is a gallon of ice cream. So each one of those 8 packs is a gallon of ice cream. So that helps with understanding how many gallons of ice cream we make in a year, and they nest very well when they get put into that package of 8 pints.
Gotcha. Let's see. Michelle Moore wants to know, and I think I can answer this one. What is your most popular flavor of ice cream? Well, I know that mine and Chip here, our favorite flavor is vanilla bean, but we're just ordinary average Joes there, Chip.
Absolutely.
I think I know the answer, but I want to see if I'm right. You tell us, what is the most popular flavor of Graeter's ice cream?
I think Stat has it showing right there.
What is it?
It's our black raspberry chocolate chip.
Black raspberry chocolate chip.
Yeah.
That is what you're known for, no doubt.
By far.
Actually, the kids in Indiana want to know, why do you cook the ice cream?
Sure. Well, what it does is we cook the ice cream to give it a really deep, rich flavor that adds some flavor notes to it. And then also for pasteurization, you're cooking it to make it a safe, pasteurized product. So, but it definitely adds a really nice, rich flavor to it. That's why.
Lindsay wanted to know, can you make purple ice cream? Well, you do with the black raspberry chip, basically.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's no artificial colors in that at all. It's just pure black raspberry puree. That makes
Mrs. Scott wants to know, how did you get your recipe for ice cream?
Wow, that's a great question. My great-grandfather started making the ice cream, and we've really veered not away from that. So we've stayed true to how we make the ice cream. Really, the way you saw it being made is how it was made back in the early 19th century, and in the 1910s and 20s. That's how my great-grandmother, she continued on making it the French pot method. And that's how we've always made it. And that's what makes our ice cream very unique, is using that French pot method.
The kids at McCormick Elementary are very fascinated by those 10-pound chocolate bars and would like to know where your chocolate comes from.
So we have a couple different folks that make chocolate. There's not a lot of big companies in the United States that make chocolate, like from the actual cocoa bean. They roast it and then they press it and make chocolate out of it. And there's only a handful of companies that do that in the United States. And the two that we get our chocolate from is out of Pennsylvania. It's in Pennsylvania where that chocolate comes, and it's a large chocolate company that makes that.
The Fayetteville students also asked, and I think Tim touched on this with pints, but I don't think his answer was right, because I saw when Tim gave his answer on how many pints you make a day, Bud, the guy packing the ice cream, kind of looked at him like he was nuts. He said, Tim said 5,000 pints a day. They wanted to know gallons, but you got that. So what would it be with you? How many do you think you make a day there at the plant?
I think that's somewhere close to that. I think we make about 1.5 million pints a year. I think something on that.
Wow.
So
are you running 7 days a week?
We run 6 days a week. So we try to run 5 days a week when possible. We're constrained at times with freezer space, but we try to run 5 days a week. But oftentimes throughout the year, we have a 6th day on Saturday. But Sunday is a day of rest.
I don't know this question. A lot of people have asked it, and Caroline Heimer wants to know, and I don't know if you can answer this, how many flavors do you have? Because you guys are always moving around things and bringing in seasonal and things of that nature.
Yeah, I'd say we have normally 28, 30 flavors, but oftentimes it goes up to mid-30s when we have a bunch of, especially in the summertime. We'll have those bonus flavors, and then we have a few other seasonal flavors throughout the summer. So that's the peak, is the summer. But most times of the year we have 28, 30, 31, 32 flavors, somewhere in there.
Depends. All right, let's see if there's do you make sugar-free ice cream? Renee wants to know.
We don't, right? We used to. We used to make a sugar-free ice cream that was actually very good, but it unfortunately didn't sell very well. So we're always looking to make new things, and so maybe it'll come back someday. But right now, we don't make any sugar-free ice cream.
All right, Newport Intermediate School, 3rd grade, wants to know how many states you ship your ice cream to.
That's a great question. So yeah, we are in probably 46, 48 states throughout the United States, and wherever you see a Kroger, we're in most all Kroger stores, and we're in probably around 5,000 different grocery stores all around the country.
It's my favorite.
So it's
I
all.
have a question. Curious.
If everybody could mute your mics and ask your questions on the
I have
chat,
a question.
that would be great.
We're trying to listen here. Graeter is near my old school at Taylor.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
I used to go there.
Sweet. Also, we'll get a couple more questions off the chat feature here. Somebody wants to know, and you're doing this right now, and this is one of my favorites, but why don't you make blueberry pie, Elena's blueberry pie, all year long? It's her favorite, from Lindsay. And I think, well, it makes it more special for the fundraising, right?
It's from her.
Exactly right. So we choose to make blueberry pie, all of September for our wonderful charity, Cones for the Cure. For the Cure starts now. So it's a really fun flavor that we bring just out for them.
And it's going on right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Here's a great question from Kristen Lewis. What is your oddest ice cream flavor? And I don't think it's probably something that you have right now, but what was something maybe, and I know, Chip, I don't want to do this to you, but you guys had baseball bats in there hanging up to pull things down. What was a big swing and a miss for Graeters where you guys never really ever said, okay, this one didn't turn out, this flavor?
Well, we've had a few, to be honest, but my brother's the one that kind of is in charge of coming up with new flavors, and we kind of all work together to come up with new flavors. Some interesting flavors that we've made: a Mexican chocolate that was it was a kind of a chocolate flavor that had real spicy note.
I remember that a couple of years ago.
And that I don't know if Cincinnati and our surrounding communities or the Midwest was really quite ready for that. But it was people that liked it really liked it. We've had a strawberry cheesecake that didn't really go very well. We had a cheese crown flavor that we made, and it didn't.
I love that one.
So I thought it was my oldest son loved that flavor. So shows you how much pull I have. But so we've made a lot of mistakes, and we've fortunately made some good ones too. So
you've made a lot of good ones. That's fun. All right, well, so we're going to wrap it up here, keep it at about half an hour like we promised, because you got school. A lot of you are about to go to lunch, and everybody's really hungry now. Everybody, I know he can't hear you, but if you can, just give him a round of applause on the camera. Chip Graeter,
It makes me hungry.
and everybody at Graeters for doing this today. This is great. Chip, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, you guys.
Oh, wait. All right. We'll let one question come in. What's your question?
Do you make strawberry?
We do. It's one of my favorite flavors.
All right. Well, Chip, thank you very much. And guys, thank you all for coming by the Big Dave Show virtual field trip. We want to thank our pals at Logan AC and Heating Services and Papa John's here in Cincinnati for helping us sponsor these. We're going to be doing another one next week, and we're going to do some really fun behind-the-scenes things at the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Gardens. So it'll be the same time next week, 11 o'clock on Wednesday. And make sure you get your teacher to go over to b105.com. Even though you signed up for this one, you still need to sign up for them week by week so we can keep account of how many people are coming in to the Zoom call. But I hope everybody had a good time, and go get you some Graeters and enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you guys so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.